Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. I am super excited about today's video because in it I'm going to be showing you my brand new 5 a.m. morning routine. I have been fine-tuning and developing this routine over the last year and a half, and I feel like there are some really beneficial things in here. So I'm going to be showing you what I do and maybe even more importantly the things that I don't do in the mornings. And I've got to admit, I love a good morning routine. I genuinely think that it can change your whole life. And I know that sounds dramatic, but if you think about it, bad mornings often become bad days. And if our mornings become our days, and our days become our weeks, and our weeks become our months, months become years, and our years are our life, right? So yeah, if there is a way to figure out how to start off your mornings consistently well with a routine, then I am all for it. And without further ado, I'm going to show you the way that I have been and will be starting my mornings for 2020. Enjoy. Sticking to a good morning routine really depends on having a great evening routine. I'm not going to go into that in this video, otherwise we'd be here forever. But I just want to state that a great morning routine can't be perfected overnight, even though it really does happen overnight. And what I mean by that is that you need to get your 8 hours sleep. So getting enough sleep is key. If you're trying to wake up at 5 a.m. but still going to bed at midnight, like, you're just going to be sleep deprived. So everything that I show you here is on the back of a good 8 hours sleep and a decent evening routine which sets me up for the next morning. So the first thing that I want you to notice is my super basic alarm clock. So I have a really basic one function alarm clock that sits on my side table. I will put the link to this in the description box of this video. It's from Amazon. And what this means is that my phone, if you can see in the little far right corner, is on the desk under a little bottle of pills, which I will explain as we get into this video. But my phone is turned off and I do not use it as an alarm. I just use the alarm clock. So my number one rule when it comes to alarm clocks is that I don't snooze anymore. I know that I used to say that snoozing gave me like a little micro victory and I felt really good being able to say, ha ha ha, no, 10 more minutes. I don't do that anymore because I've realised that actually that just can lead to you feeling really groggy when you wake up and kind of interrupting your sleep cycles. So what I do is that I just let my alarm ring out until I'm ready to face it, and that just helps me to stop snoozing. So I haven't snoozed for maybe like a good 5 months or so. If you feel like you need to snooze or you need more sleep, that is because you didn't go to bed early enough. So again, back to step one of getting enough sleep. Now, the very first thing that I do before I even turn off my alarm is that I take control of my thoughts. You'll see me here just like talking to myself. I don't always say these things out loud. Sometimes it's just a thought. And this, I don't even know how to explain this as quickly, but I went through a patch about a year ago where I was just so hard on myself. I would wake up frustrated about the things I hadn't done the day before, already, gutted about the things I was about to fail at during the day, and just putting so much pressure on myself, just feeling negative, waking up with a negative mindset. And I was so over it. I was so tired of it. So what I started doing was that as I wake up, the absolute first thing that I say is like, thank you, God. Thank you for seeing me through the night. Thank you for letting me wake up. And I just take control of my thoughts and my words, and I set my mood for the day. No matter what happens in the day, I started off with an intentional thought, and that really helps, honestly. So then I turn off my alarm and I just drink some water. So usually I'll leave a bottle of water by the side of my bed. I just take a swig, and that really helps me to stay hydrated, but also like to make myself more thirsty during the day. I don't know what it is. If I have a drink first thing in the morning, I tend to drink more water the rest of the day. It's like I've set my palate for the day. So yeah, swig on a little bit of that to really wake myself up. Then it is out of bed and I set about my first task, which is to make my bed. a super easy but super satisfying task. I've definitely learned that I am a visually keen person in terms of when things look good, I feel good. When things look in place and in order, I have a clearer mind. And so setting my bed just gives me a real like, yeah, you smashed it, Sarah. It's not even 5:03 and you've already accomplished something. So I just make my bed look nice and tidy and pretty to start the day. Then I usually turn on my fairy lights, so you will find the link to these in the description box of this video. They are from Amazon, really affordable, and I love them. They give my room such a cozy glow, especially when I've just woken up. Like, I'm not a fan of super intense lights straight away, so I ease myself in with the fairy lights before allowing more significant lighting into my retina. Then we come on to the part of the day that I really love. So I start off by reading my Bible. So as you know, I'm a Christian, I believe in Jesus. And the first kind of content, I don't even want to call it content, that seems blasphemous. The first thing I want to consume and hear is God's word. So I read my Bible first thing in the morning. Usually I will actually only read a chapter, and I say only because there can be this pressure to just read 12 books a day or something. But actually I find that when I'm really studying and meditating and considering what the Bible says, it takes time. So I take my time mulling over and meditating, rereading verses, and just really trying to hear what God's saying to me through his word. And then after I've read my Bible, I grab my notebook and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to tell you guys about this because it is just life-changing. I move on to this little journal of gratefulness, prayers, testimonies, and daily intentions. I've been doing this for 4 months now, and it is what it says on the tin, really. I write down things that I'm grateful for and things that are testimonies, so answered prayers, new prayer points, and my intentions for the day. And I was doing this because I kind of realized that we have a real tendency, or at least I have a real tendency, to idealize the future and long for the future, wish for it, glamorize the past and miss it. But living in the present, it takes intention. So this has really been helping me to be aware of the things that I'm grateful for, because the more aware you are of the good things in your life, the more you feel them and you live them. And this has been life-changing. And what I find is that even when things aren't really going so well, because life happens, even when they're not going well, I find that my list of gratefulness just won't end. It's like, oh my goodness, Sarah, you need to slow down, because I try to keep it to one side of A5 every day so that it only takes me 5 minutes rather than being something that takes up a whole hour in the morning. But there's just so much to be grateful for. So as you can see by this little list, it can be anything, from the sunshine, I love a bit of sunshine, to a comfortable bed, to a roof over your head, just all the little things that we're grateful for that we can take for granted. And then I write down the testimonies, so answers to things that I've specifically prayed for. I write down new prayer points, so I pray for my family, my friends, my patients at work. I pray for myself, for my plans, the things that I want to do. And then I write down my intentions. Now, my intentions can vary. It can be how I want to be that day. So, for example, be grateful, be helpful, be friendly, go the extra mile. Or it can be things I actually literally want to get done. So, going to work, filming this video, editing this video, things like that, I will just scribble down. I try to keep it to no more than 3 or 4 things in the intentions bit. But yeah, I find that really helpful to just kind of gear me up for the day. And then once I finished scribbling everything down, I pray about things. So I go through the list from top to bottom and I just pray. So I give thanks for all the things that I'm grateful for. I just thank God for everything. I give thanks for the prayers that he's answered. And you guys, I can't even stress how many things have gone from my prayer list to my testimony list. Sorry, just over the last 4 months. It's crazy. It is actually so cool to be able to flick back and just see how much God is doing in my life, and I'm so thankful. So yeah, I pray about things and I pray for the day ahead and for my intentions of the day. It felt really weird leaving the camera rolling while I was praying, by the way, you guys, but yeah. The things I do for y'all. So anyway, I finished that and I enter the main living area, ready to get some some good old calories. So morning coffee, that's something to go in my gratefulness bit. So grateful for morning coffee. So yeah, I make a coffee, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen me making some very fancy looking but very poorly skilled lattes with my cute little coffee machine. I don't do that every day. That's fake news. I actually do instant coffee because I don't have time for a fancy latte every morning. And all my breakfasts are usually like 99.9, okay, that's an exaggeration, like 70% of the time I will have porridge oats for breakfast. Usually they're plain, and then I just use this glorious Nescafe Azira coffee. It's the best instant coffee that I've tried. If you're thinking, oh, it's a bit more pricey, yeah, you're right. I buy it when it's on sale and it's half price, and I just stock up. So yeah, I make my porridge. Usually I'll just have it plain, but today I was feeling a little bit saucy, so I added some chocolate sauce and some peanut butter. And just in case anyone's going to come at me for the way I want my porridge or the way I make my porridge, you know, no, don't. This is how I like it. I like it a little bit underdone. I like it thick with some cold milk poured on top, so it's almost like a hot cereal, and it's so good. By the way, if you're going to add peanut butter to your cereal, or sorry, porridge, only add a tiny bit because it goes a long way. Anyway, then I wash my face. So I actually shower in the evenings and do my main face cleansing in the evenings. So if you want a video on that, just let me know in the comments. But I just wash the sleep dust off my face, and pat it dry with a towel. I really don't do anything more than that skin wise in the morning. You can, maybe there's more for me to do, but actually this is working really well. So as you can see, those were like old scars on my chin from previous spots, but I haven't had new spots in quite a while, which is cool. So yeah, I wash my face, and then by this point you're probably thinking, Sarah, how have you survived so long without your phone? And that brings me to my phone. So I keep my vitamin D tablets on top of my phone so that I never forget to take them, because while I can forget to make up for the lack of sunlight that my melanin rich skin gets over a Welsh winter, I never forget to look at my phone. So by keeping my phone under the tablets, I always take those. And then I like to put on an Audible book, so currently loving Trevor Noah's book, and I sit down to get ready for the day. So I moisturize my face, I do my makeup, I eat breakfast at the same time. Now you might be thinking, Sarah, that is super eclectic and crazy, like what? But this is real life, honeys, okay? Sorry, that was patronizing. I didn't mean to call you honeys. But I start work at 7 a.m. I do not have time to be doing everything separately. And oh my gosh, this moment right here with my coffee, it's just happiness, to just sit in peace with a mug of coffee. What a blessing. Anyway, so yeah, I do my makeup, I eat my breakfast at the same time. You might be thinking why I've got that big old fancy dining room table if I eat at my dressing table. And honestly, you're not wrong. It is mainly for aesthetic purposes. I rarely actually sit there. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. There was a saying back in the day, better to arrive late than to arrive ugly. A wise woman once said that. But actually, a wise woman once said, actually, better to get to work on time. So now I multitask. Then once I've done most of my makeup, I brush my teeth because by then I finished my breakfast, and I'm not a fan of brushing my teeth before breakfast, because then your food tastes weird, and then I floss as well, and also that just allows me to actually remove the breakfast debris, and then I brush my lips, which I love to do just before I put my lipstick on. So I do all my other makeup apart from my lipstick. I brush my lips so they're nice and soft and exfoliated, ready for my lipstick to go on. I then do my hair. Honestly, I don't always curl it, but when I do, I enjoy the process. I'm a big fan of volume. I pick out my outfit for the day, which when it comes to work is generally the same 10 outfits, just recycled, but they're kind of cute outfits, so we're okay. And this brings us up to around about 6:20 in the morning, which is when my alarm goes off on my phone. So as you can see, it says lights, blinds, bowl, and this is the most basic low skilled adulting tip ever, but just I would always forget to turn my lights off or pull my blinds when it's dark in winter, or put my bowl away in the dishwasher. And so that means that I don't forget, so that my plants actually get some daylight before I leave the house. And I save money on bills because your gal is paying her own bills. And you know, I know we glamorize that, but if anyone would like to volunteer, just let me know, slide in my DMs. And with that, it is off to work to seize the day, and I genuinely I feel good from this morning routine, and it's really helping me to be positive. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. I'm just going to end it there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me about your morning routine and how you are tackling 2020. I would love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.